I'm a firm believer that if President Trump cured childhood cancer, that Libs would be out in the street the next day protesting in order to give kids cancer again, and as much of it as they possibly can, because there's a certain type of person that has their brain broken that says Donald Trump, everything he touches must be evil, even when Donald Trump does things that empirically are good, like fixing up our national monuments on behalf of, well, just general pride in America and our 250th anniversary of a celebration of our nation, the 4th of July, sort of like being a decent person, taking a place called Meridian Hill Park, which used to have this gorgeous fountain. Nobody had ever seen it working. Donald Trump got it working again. I walked through this area just a week ago, actually. And this video is of infinity libs, most of them with blue hair and their adopted kids or pets or whatever, enjoying the park. You know, none of these people voted for Donald Trump. All of them lived in D.C. Under regimes that let this place become a homeless encampment filled with heroin needles and bums and degenerates, and now all the blue hairs are enjoying it. Will they thank Donald Trump? And the answer is, of course, no. President Trump held an event there today. Donald Trump wasn't there, but the Secretary of War was. Pete Hegseth just walked out to the troops in Meridian Hill Park after being yelled at by left-wing protesters.
Everybody attention!
You can hear the libs shrieking at Stephen Miller, Pete Hegseth, and I find this ironic because, well, what exactly is the point of their protesting? They're protesting a National Guard thanks service for all of the National Guardsmen who have protected these gorgeous monuments as they have been brought back to life, literally restored from the dead, from the very dangerous, crumbling, collapsing, decline state. And Pete Hegseth had some words for these protesters that I thought were really something. Here we go.
Noise this morning is perfect. It's the sound of ingrates, of ingratitude, of people who are so blinded by ideology they can't see law and order and common sense in front of them. That there's nothing ideological about this group. There's nothing political about this exercise. Law and order is something all Americans deserve. Black, white, rich, poor, man or woman from D.C. or far-flung places in this country. And the beautiful thing is when I look out at this group, that's all of you. From all across this great country. You're not from Washington, most of you, but this is your capital. And you believe in this 250th year that it should be safe and it should be secure for every single citizen that lives here and every single citizen that comes to visit in this 250th year.
Pete Hegseth saying, we should have a pretty United States Capitol, and it should be for people that aren't homeless degenerates who want to expose themselves to children and to do drugs in public and to attack you and kill you. And the libs are protesting against that. The libs are very, very angry that D.C. is safe again. The War Department hosted a D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force ceremony this morning in front of Meridian Hill Park. The fountains are flowing and beautiful. Protesters who are from D.C. showed up and screamed. They're angry at how pretty everything's gotten.
Thank you very much. To everything you said, yes, your job, no matter what, deserve. Black, white, rich, poor, man or woman from D.C. or far-flung places in this country.
There you go. Okay. So you can hear the protesters in the background. Ballsy to have them out there in public, to be honest with you. Steve Miller has dropped an incredible stat on National Guardsmen, keeping our nation safe. In 12 months, the crime rates have gone from the highest in the world to the lowest in recorded history.
The crime rates in D.C. have gone from among the highest in the world to the lowest recorded in the history of our nation's capital. It is the largest, fastest, steepest reduction in violent crime that has been achieved in any city, anywhere in this country, since the recording of crime data has existed. Just think about that for a second. Work that would normally take 20 or 30 years, if ever, was done in less than 1 year's time. But it's not just the reduction in crime. The beautification of the city, the improvement to the quality of life, the cleanliness of the city, the order of the city, the feeling of security and physical comfort, the psychological ability of people from every part of this country and every part of the world to come visit our nation's capital and to see you as they tour this nation's historic sites and to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel that their children are safe. You cannot put a price tag on that.
Correct. They're protesting us fixing fountains and beautifying the city and lowering crime. No, I want my city to be broken and decaying, and I want to die. Protesters outside of D.C. safe and beautiful task force this morning. That's better. There you go. And the giant flag. Got it. We hate that you've taken our neighborhood. Look at the people. These are the people that are actually outside on their balconies protesting, saying make our parks unlivable drug den all over again. Yeah. I'll leave you with a little tour that I did before and after of these monuments. It was incredible. I've lived in DC for 15 years. I've never seen anything like this. This was from a week ago. It was amazing. Here you go.
I'm going to take you through the brand new Columbus Circle in Washington, D.C. I don't think you understand how gorgeous this place is and what the Trump administration has done to beautify our nation's capital. Right here is Union Station. This is where hundreds of trains deliver tens of thousands of visitors to Washington, D.C. every single day. It is the entry point for the city for so many. And these majestic flags and flagpoles is how you enter the seat of Western civilization. But these flagpoles were, of course, graffitied by libtards and by terrorists constantly during the Biden administration. This place was left to rot. You can see now no more rot, no more graffiti, pristine and beautiful. The sculptures here, and we haven't even gotten to the fountains. First off, I have lived in Washington, D.C. for 15 years. I've never seen these fountains on. I never once saw those fountains running. And they're beautiful, and the running water adds just a very nice effect here. It has brand new landscaping. There was never any green here. And this sculpture obviously was here, but it was filled with pigeon crap and human crap, because it was like a literal homeless encampment. There were just homeless people here. There wasn't crystal clear flowing water through any of it. It was just like a relic of a fallen civilization. And it's not even that old. So here it is now, today. We're here for the UFC event. And you can see that it is just nothing but stunning, awe-inspiring beauty, restored back to its original and even better, arguably. Look at the quality of that water, the beauty of it. How stunning that is. Christopher Columbus, obviously, right there. Total alpha. And what's happened here is, again, impossible to fathom if you didn't see it at its lowest point. You cannot explain, if you did not see it at its absolute collapse, you cannot explain its current glory. It is truly, look at that. Truly stunning. And the man himself, Christopher Columbus, frame mogging capital DC, restored to its glory as intended. Hard to even fathom. It makes me so proud to be an American. Well done, President Trump and the team at Interior and the National Park Service. All you needed was a new president. Now there's little kids playing around on it. You would never see this. Really, really well done. Decline is very much a choice. I'm glad we're no longer choosing it. Peace.